Welcome back to video 2 of Starline World Building. So, in this video, before we kick off into the pilot, we're going to give you just a brief rundown of important moments that have happened in the world that Starline exists in, just so it kind of sets the scene, and then the guys are going to take you through a bit more of where the show is going to go and the opportunities we have and where we kind of built the show from. So I'm going to start off with some timeline stuff. So in 2025, world-renowned pharmacist Thomas Whitaker unveils a brand new medicine that actually stops the aging process. The product itself is called Regeneron. Now, in 2026, Regeneron goes public through Whitaker's company, Lifelong LLC. The only caveat is the only extremely wealthy and famous can actually buy it. Now, how the serum works is you take it once a year, and it actually stops the aging process. If you want to continue aging, you just stop taking it. It's basically a really expensive permanent Botox that actually doesn't stop your body dying inside, like most people in the media. Now, in 2035, the Earth is actually starting to become overpopulated and new options are considered by governments around the world. In 2050, SpaceNext, the exploration company owned by Thomas Whitaker, launched their first colonization mission, and Earth 2 is founded in the Delta 7 universe. And it becomes the Lifelong LLC and all of its subordinate companies' headquarters planet. Billions of natives are murdered. Colonization.
Dear God.
Genocide.
God. Yeah, that's kind
it's
of
almost
how
like it
companies
reflects
and governments
reality.
work. We do love a bit of genocide in Starline. I mean, we'll make it funny, I promise. Now, in 2051, because of this expansion of humans, the Galaxy's Union make themselves known to Earth 1, and trade routes and diplomatic relations actually start to become a thing within our universe. In 2059, the 15 wealthiest governments create colonies on other planets throughout different solar systems, after, of course, genociding local planets. Now, 15 other Earths are founded, and they work very loosely together. Now, SpaceNext registers a new company in 2100 called Starline, a cruise ship company taking passengers throughout different solar systems on trips of a lifetime. And in 2102, the Starline Genesis is christened and launched off of Earth 2, taking a 4-day cruise to Nassau in the Bahamas. For those of you who have worked on cruise lines, it's the worst fucking.
Still going, Nassau. Still going strong.
Still going. You know, I'm actually doing a 5-day cruise from Nassau in the middle of fucking March. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know, me too. On 2110, on the day of his 5th inauguration as president, Donald Trump declares war on the Mexican cartels, and in the same year, the cartels actually take Washington, and the USA becomes North Mexico. That will become important down the line. Now, as we move forward, the majority of this is all going to be
our worst fear. We're Mexican.
The last thing I want to tell you before I pass over to Jake to give you a little bit more of an idea is we've gone through all these dates, and the pilot is actually going to take place in 2126. So, if you're reading this in what year is it? 2024. 102 years
Dear God.
from now. So that's kind of where the universe is at this point. At this point, I want to throw over to Jake.
I love that you dived in so deep that you forgot what year it was in reality.
I've had a lot of fucking spare time on my hands
lately. For those who do not, Gerard has had a broken, is it tibia, fibula? What is
Penis.
it? Broken ankle and fibula.
Oh. All right, yeah, so 2 breaks. So he has been working on Starline while staring outside his window with binoculars across at his neighbor who he believes may be a murderer.
I've taken a lot of painkillers in the last month.
And that's going to make the show even better. So let's get into it a little bit here.
If I was in America, I would probably have a pain pill addiction by now because they'd have given me fentanyl.
Oh, 100%.
We make it easy, opioids. Baby. I could throw a dart and hit someone who would probably give me something, you know. But the entire premise of Starline, you know, it's built on relationships, but I really like how we're incorporating the scenery, right? So you're on a cruise ship in space, and every single planet, solar system, oh yeah, beautiful theater, the heaven, the best suites you can get on the ship is behind Tomas. But you're going to all these different places. We already said, hey, the inaugural cruise is going to be very similar to the Bahamas. We're going to have an entire planet that's, like the Caribbean, basically. I believe in season 1, we have God World. You can imagine going to a world of the gods, and we just keep building off of there from our own travel experience because all the gods. Harry Potter, Goku, Superman, whoever it may be.
Korean Jesus.
Bless him. Gosh, makes such great
Flying
food.
spaghetti monster.
But we
forget that one.
Flying spaghetti monster. You don't really see him that often, but he's there. We've been so many places, in our travels. Like, gosh, I mean, Thailand, UK, Eastern Europe. I've been to Russia, Scandinavia, Central, South America, Hawaii.
Baltics.
Yeah, so we're going to take a lot of our travels and throw it in to this world to make a little bit of a, satirical commentary on a lot of this stuff and throw in our hijinks as well. So I think it's just important to know that, hey, there's never going to be a port we run out of. Hijinks, yes! Let's get some hijinks going. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And, I think seeing all these different places throughout the universe, galaxy to galaxy, it's going to be awesome. It's going to make you feel like a little bit of a Star Trek exploration. We'll throw a little bit of a Kirk or Picard in there sometimes, because we are going to travel to the world's unknown.
Space travelers. We are explorers.
I love space.
Tomas, what you got to finish this off? Bring it home, baby.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring in the aspect of actually living and working on a cruise ship, space aside. That world in and of itself is extremely interesting, full of hijinks for sure. And
hijinks.
I mean, if you can imagine people from all over the world crammed into this tiny space, you live together, you work together, you sleep together, you do everything together, and you form these very close bonds very quickly. It's also definitely a sort of an alternate reality in that time works differently. Living and working in the same place kind of blurs a lot of lines. And it's also a world of a lot of black and white. So you'll have wonderful things, traveling, meeting amazing people, but also quite dark things. Lots of work, incredible amounts of work, lots of rules, a very big lack of freedom. So I'm excited to present the cruise ship aspect of life, but also mix that with the wonderful expanse of space and creatures from different universes and all the freedom that allows us. So fucking amped.
Love it. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
So that's some world building for you guys. You'll be seeing parts of the pilot actually getting uploaded over the next couple of days. I think we have 7 or 8 different scenes that are going to come. We're going to split it all up so it's nice and short. Well, much shorter. This is now a 9-minute long video, but what to do? We're really looking forward to you guys coming on this journey with us. Like, share, and subscribe. If anybody knows anybody within TV and animation, please forward
money.
Just give us money to make this show. You won't regret it.
Give me money.
One thing we haven't mentioned Rick and Morty, and probably Futurama, which is going to be, there's going to be a lot of aspects of those two shows.
Love it.
Family Guy, Simpsons,
yeah, Family Guy, so many. South Park. There's no kind of limits where we're not going to go. We're going to offend.
If I could get a King of the Hill reference, I would.
There's one more caveat before we start. We are going to do the voices. Please don't cancel us. We don't have anybody else to do them. So if there are some kind of voices that we shouldn't be doing, we're not going to do them. We make it. But right now, somebody has to. So just caveat.
You are so canceled. My God.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
You are so pale, sir.
I got 10 seconds left on this video, so we're going to have to say goodbye.
Keep watching.
Well, yeah, keep watching.
You're wider than that shirt.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.